A message today from my Seeds of Light Oracle, not a live drawing, but I've been tuning in prior, and the card that came through is card number 22. And this is called Fire, and this is in the Elemental Suite section of my cards. And this card meaning it's also number 22. So we're working with these energies of cooperation and balance within us and the world around us is the two. It's also a building time. It's also an energy of community and support, and what this card is saying is at the moment a lot of the support you may be needing and also receiving can be on the inner planes and also from the beings of light, the spiritual realms. So this card is really saying it's an opportunity now for purification, healing, release, transformation from the element of fire and the spiritual element of fire. You may feel at the moment that you are almost between two worlds, two ways of being. That's totally okay. It's a bit of a void space in a way. When we are spiritually cooking and alchemizing, there's times on the path where you're really not sure. I've talked about this before, leaning into the uncertainty. The only certainty is change and uncertainty. And you can come to a point on the path where that sentence doesn't upset, irritate, or frighten you. It is what it is. So this is just some confirmation for you that if you are feeling a bit like, what on earth, who am I, what is this all about, or grief or fear or actually some anger, it is a time of deep transformation for the earth and for all of us. So this is a card that I connect to with the astral realms, and all of my cards I place on the body, or they're intended to be used as crystals for a transmission. So this has actually got the connection to our astral selves, to the astral fields, and it works with that alchemical frequency of the spiritual fires. So you might like to breathe in and out and just intend or allow the essence of fire. It doesn't have to be heat, but it's that crackling, moving energy. It's almost like the way obviously it changes something from one thing to another. So we're working with just allowing on the astral level and allowing our soul to really almost take a big breath and say, this is what needs to be released. Now, our human part and our mind, we don't need to necessarily know what that is. We can just feel the energy of friction we might be feeling within, of tension, and allow that to be the seed that lets us know there is transformation happening. So the affirmation that I have for this is, fires of transformation, purify me now, cleanse me of all that I no longer need. I let go to receive. Just allow that. And then working with the element of fire too, as well as the spiritual element. Obviously fire is associated with many divine beings, with the goddesses. It is associated with Lady Isis. And I just wanted to bring in a little bit of that healing ancient wisdom of Egypt for a little bit of a clearing and activation. And I have my Ankh here, which is all the special, beautiful energy that also resides in the handles of all of my selenite swords. So this is an Ankh, but super Ankh. So Ankh, and having here this loop here, this is sort of this is the power center of the Ankh. So this is where you would speak your words for manifestation. It's where the energy of drawing in what is needed, the creation, comes through. So I also have another special tool from the selenite swords world, and it's the Eye of Horus, Flower of Life disc, and we use this for clearing and for activation. So Horus, of course, the solar child born of the union of the divine feminine, divine masculine through Isis and Osiris. And Horus is a little bit like the human self. So it's the physical and the spiritual manifested. It's the soul birth. So we let Horus, the energy of Horus, be a protective element for us with his eye of protection. He sees truth. He has the power to not be swayed by lesser forces or confused by, manipulated. So we allow, that's our soul to shine through. This video is getting a little bit longer than I meant, but let's just breathe in for a moment with the idea of fire. We're coming up to a new moon, and I don't claim to be an astrologer. I just work with the feeling of the moons, and often new moon is a very quiet, insular energy where you may journal or rest or something. I am feeling that flames of transformation around this moon. Certainly what's happening, what I'm seeing with my work with clients and with myself. So it's a little bit more of I feel as a transformational one, which may be a very deep level for you, or it may feel a little bit like the fire burn, but it's really it's really coming through quite nicely, and we just need to surrender and trust is the message. So Ankh, just going to turn it on its side. I just want you to take a moment and just feel in, don't think, feel into where you can feel some tension in your life, what you might feel that's being, you know, friction or needing to be released. You don't have to know what it is. You might have a name for it. If so, you can mentally name that now. But if not, just feel into where the friction, where the space for transformation is happening. And we're just going to give it a little boost with the flower of life and the Horus eye. Almost like a divine decree of success for this clearing, to support you in the clearing and to make it as easy and filled with divine grace as possible. Sometimes clearings just have to be the way they are, but if you can just know that there's an extra seal of this energy really supporting you as you clear. So take a breath, think, feel, imagine what it is you want to release, what you can feel being released. It doesn't have to be totally clear, but it can be. And allow the energy of Horus, the creative manifestation of the flower of life and the protective seal of Horus. Just feel that coming right in through the top of your head, all the way down through your throat. And we're just going to bring it in through the body of the Ankh, through the loop of the Ankh for manifestation. Refresh, rejuvenate, restore, heal, transform. All time, all space, all levels of our beings, we surrender to the divine. In service to the divine plan for each of our lives unfolding, we allow, restore, refresh, all levels. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe out through the mouth. Flames of transformation, assist me now. Help me to purify all that no longer serves my highest good. Alchemize me into my true divine nature in all ways. Breathe in and breathe out. We're just planting some seeds of light, of creation within the astral fields like a magnet. So what you need, as I said in the other video, what you need to support you becomes magnetic to you. Breathe it in. Okay. So that was a little mini everything card reading. The intention, you never know what's going to show up, but just for some support to offer you at this stage. Allow the transformation to take place. You can witness it. Don't get too caught up in the apparent chaos of it. Change does have to come with a certain amount of chaos. And I would be suggesting too that if you're feeling it's really rough, we sometimes say you can almost dial down the frequency. You can say to the angels or the divine beings, can you please dial that down? But I would be suggesting to you that if you can just say to them, this is intense, but I trust you. I trust you, universe. I trust my soul. Help me through the process. I don't need it to be softened and dialed down. I just want my human part to say, it's a bit tough, but I want to go through this process, and I am going through. And where is my fire card before I sign off again? Card number 22. Again, the 2, you are building something of import. Building takes effort, okay? And also the support, just feel into it. Yes, lovely people around you, that's wonderful, beautiful humans. But this is to remind you of the interconnectedness of us all and of the spiritual energy that is always accessible to us. When we sit quietly, we feel into our heart, connect to our soul, connect to our team of higher guidance. They are always there. The spiritual realms are supporting you in this new 2.0 version that we're all coming through with humans. Okay, lots of love for now. Seeds of light reading.